My people, what's up? Let's talk some Lakers hoops. The Lake Show just got swept by the Dallas Mavericks in the NBA playoffs. It was terrible. Losing like that, 4-zip. And losing game 4 by 36 points is completely embarrassing. Speaking of that, how about Andrew Bynum? This knucklehead. JJ Barea was going down the lane for a layup, which is a common theme in this series against the Mavericks. And Andrew Bynum gave him a forearm right to his midsection. JJ Barea was defenseless, hit the floor hard. It was ridiculous. It was just stupid. And it's a really bad sign when Ron Artest is escorting you off the court. When Ron Artest is the voice of reason, basically in this instance, that should really let you know that you screwed up in a big time way. As far as the Lakers, they don't need to blow it up. I've been hearing that a lot. They should just blow it up. They're not going to have a fire sale. They're not all of a sudden going to start trading players, good talent, for draft picks. Everybody must go. Sale. It's not going to happen. Look at the Boston Celtics. 2008, they won a championship. The next year, they got bounced in the Eastern Conference semifinals against the Magic. Just like the Lakers this year, lost in the same round. They didn't have a fire sale. They didn't blow everything up. And guess what happened? In 2010, the next year, they were a game away from winning it all. So don't overreact if you're the Lakers. Sure, they need to make some changes. Sure, they need to get quicker. And they can do that without blowing everything up. As far as Phil Jackson, this is probably it for Phil Jackson as the head coach of the Lakers. But the question is this: is Phil the best basketball coach of all time? I say yes. Phil Jackson has 11 championships, and I don't know why everybody takes credit away from this guy. Sure, he's had great talent. He's had some of the best talent in the game. But tell me a coach who hasn't had elite talent. If you go with Red Auerbach, guys had elite talent. If you look at John Wooden, good Lord, look at some of those teams at UCLA with Bill Walton, Lou Alcindor. He had all kinds of talent. If you want to talk about a disparity in talent, Phil and the talent he had versus the NBA teams he was going up against, if you compare that to John Wooden, the talent he had and the teams he was going up against, it's not even close. It's an unfair comparison. So we're overly critical of Phil Jackson and having the talent that he had, getting him championships. He played a major role in those championships, managing egos, managing people, massaging tough situations, being a good X's and O's coach as well. People don't give him enough credit for that either. You can't knock 11 championships, and you gotta give Phil Jackson his proper credit. He's gonna go down as the most accomplished NBA head coach that doesn't get enough credit. That's the way it's gonna be with Phil Jackson. It's not fair, but that's probably the way it'll always be. But what do I know? Comment below. Let me know who you think is the best basketball coach of all time. I've got Phil at the top of the list. What do you say? I'm Brian No, and that's a no-brainer.